You're listening to Whiskey Ramble for the Always Next Year Podcast Studio Network. You can find the team on Twitter at ANY Podcast or visit us on our website, www.alwaysnextyearpodcast.com. And now, drink with us while we listen to the Jackdaws.
A fighting man I used to be, revered and feared through Killarney. Now I'm back to hitching with the wind. But if Mickey Flynn should ever find me, I'll throw me caution all behind me and square off on that son of a bitch again. He cracked open a river too, he beat me Sunday through and through, and such a over my unconscious frame. I won me healthy sheriff fights, well lucky son, still happy life since Mickey Flynn beat me dumb and lame.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Always Next Year podcast, Whiskey Ramble. I am Steve, your host, here with Shane. Shane, how are you now?
Fine, and you?
Not so bad. So today we have quite a few topics just to fucking rant and ramble about, and I have my whiskey. Shane has his sobriety. Again, the notes are primarily given to me by Shane because he needs a lot of therapy.
It's true. And now that I'm lessened in insurance, you are my therapist.
So, as happened last time, usually it's me listening to Shane and providing some therapy, and then kind of role reverses as I progressively get more drunk. So we'll see how it goes today. Today, Shane has made me a meal. I'm very thankful for that. Thank you. I know you don't think it's very good, but I do. I don't really get home cooking, so.
Well, there you go. So, neither does Steph, so you can get everything that she does.
That's just because she doesn't eat your cooking.
She doesn't eat anything.
Just pizza.
Oh, yeah, just pizza. I made her an omelet while I was down there, too. So
an omelet for dinner. I can't
there
really.
is nothing wrong with that.
I was just going to say, there's always time for breakfast.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I could eat breakfast food all fucking day. It's perfect drunk food. It's why diners make so much money around 3 o'clock in the morning. Or sometimes, it's 6 a.m. and you've really gone on a fucking bender.
How often does that happen for you?
It happened to me a lot back in the day.
I believe it.
My friends would be tripping on shrooms. Me, I'm drunk. I'm like, hey, let's walk to the diner. And then it happens to be a little person is our waiter.
Like an actual little
Not
person?
really like a little person, but he's shorter than me, and you could tell some sort of, scoliosis. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
But they're tripping and they're freaking the fuck out. And me, I'm just drunk. I'm like, this is fucking hilarious.
That's rich.
Yeah. And I think he knew because he just kept staring at them. Yeah. I mean, he was probably 4, 3.
All right. For the benefit of this story, he was 3'3".
No, I like to be honest and literal. So yeah, diners are great. Especially when they have hot waitresses.
It's a rarity these days, honestly.
It is. It seems like it's just older women now.
That said, last Whiskey Ramble, last time we were here.
Right. That's why I brought it up.
We had 3 or 4. 3 or 4, I can't remember.
And the one diner that we go to, was it the same one?
Robin Hood?
No.
The other one.
Yeah, West.
Yeah, they don't have anyone anymore, do they?
There's just that one blonde.
Right. Sister of someone you know, right? Something like that?
Customer.
Customer of someone you know. Okay.
Yeah. Robin Hood, right in Southampton.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in years because I used to know someone that worked there, and I just tried to avoid it after my friends broke up, so.
It was a good experience, and I highly recommend it given the stories of last week's Whiskey Ramble.
Yes.
Yeah, for certain.
So, we'll start that off, speaking of breaking up. Pros and cons of a relationship. Shane, what you got? You're the one that's in a relationship, so
yeah, we'll go back.
Don't neuter yourself here.
We'll go back and forth with this. This will be fun. So there's a lot both ways, right? So you good there? First time?
No, there's a lot more ice than I thought.
I see. 2?
No, it's 3. I thought there was 2.
Shit, I thought I put 2 in also. My bad.
You did, but I put the extra one in and I forgot.
All right. So pros and cons of relationships, right? You're right, because she listens to this. I know she does.
She's right downstairs, man.
I know.
Just
no. So number one, first of all, you get in a relationship and suddenly every other female or male, whatever the hell your thing is, suddenly then you are like prime real estate for people.
It's because women can smell it.
They can, man. It's straight about competition. It's about, They need what someone else, they have to understand why someone else wants this. And in our case, we're fucking wrecks of human beings. If you look at us whilst single, there's nothing to see. There's nothing to be intrigued by. But if someone else happens to then say, I'm going to give it a go, in my particular case, Steph, suddenly everyone else is like, why the hell is this overly attractive female spending time with Shane? And now everyone wants to know. Now every day is hell. Now there are 8s, 9s, and 10s to which I would ordinarily not find myself. And they're there. It's a tough time.
Yeah.
It is a tough existence. That's like number one. That's a problem for me. And I'm a naturally like flirtatious person around, humans. So that's tough. That is tough.
I see that you said human, so you're flirting with men too.
Oh, you're a beautiful man. I flirt with you all the time.
Well, that's different. We're very close.
We are. Close enough. So that's number one.
I know that because I've experienced it too, where it's
Right.
like nobody's talked to me. Suddenly I stumble into a relationship, and all of a sudden it's like other women out of nowhere.
And I
don't get it. And me being the person I am, I'm a terrible fucking human being. I'm like, oh yeah, I should just end my relationship because look at all these other potentials. But I don't because I know they won't happen.
That's so much smarter than most people are.
Yeah, I
So
only
much
did it
smarter.
once, and that was like in high school. So
Once in high school.
yeah,
Did I know this one?
yes.
Nice. That's what I thought.
So
Honestly,
I did
you're
it twice
right.
in high school because you're thinking about one, but the first one that I left,
For that one.
yeah,
Well, that was dumb as fuck. But the second one, that was probably smart.
I was getting the sex, so
Yeah, see, you can't.
It was
compare.
either
There
I'm
are
not getting-
positives in relationship. Sex is both a positive and a negative thing.
but the lack thereof is negative.
There's a trial period. There's that feel out, that honeymoon stage that people call it. There's that feel out process where you break out all your tricks. Both of you do. There's some shit that I haven't done in quite some time too. Because there's a wow factor there. If you're going to commit to someone, you have to understand that there's something more than just like, this is my routine. This is the playbook. This is how things work. This is how I operate. We are just 1, 2, 3, done. And like, that's fucking it, right? There's got to be a wow factor. So you experience that in the beginning and then they do just a fucking enough to be like, man, I hope I get that one more goddamn time. One more time, just one more time before we end this. And it never comes. The next thing you know, you're in relationships for several years and you have dogs with people. That is not a reflection of the current relationship that I'm in, but certainly more than my fair share of previous relationships.
So my life has been where, we start sleeping together and then it takes a while until we actually enter the whole relationship, like officially thing.
Yeah.
And so the sex is happening more and more and then it's a relationship and it's still happening, but then it's like, no, I'm tired or I'm sick. And I'm like, hey, I don't care if I get sick. I'm getting laid. But, I have been in some weird fucking circumstances where I've been in threesomes.
There you go.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. Don't do a lot of car bombs.
Dude, I don't.
And, yeah.
Threesomes are terrible. There
Yeah,
you go. That's a
it's-
take. Threesomes are the worst experiences you could possibly
They're
have.
fucking awkward. There's very few things you can get about it unless you're porn stars.
True.
Unless, you're Eiffel Towering and you're just looking away, but you're slapping each other's hands. Like, yeah, we're doing this. Very awkward. I don't recommend it unless you actually really know them. So when I started dating the woman, I was like, God damn, I can't believe that actually fucking happened. She's like, yeah, you want to do it with this girl? I'm like, no. We've been there, done that, and I don't want to do it again.
Here's the thing. I'm incredibly selfless. I will never come. That would be the problem. I would sit there and I would put in my best work and effort for the two of them, satisfy them completely. And then they're like, I'm tired. I'm worn out. You've gotten me done. That's it. I'm tapping out. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with this? That's my issue.
Well, I haven't seen the porn yet. You just finish yourself off on both of them.
Look, that's so underwhelming, right? That's the thing. If you're going to run into that particular circumstance, it has to be the real thing. It's got to be good. And it's not.
Here's the con: you get so comfortable with your partner that laughing and sex will happen. Like
Sure.
something said funny, but when you're trying to finish on her face and then she's laughing because it looks funny, I'm kind of like turned off now. Yeah,
100%.
it's happened to me twice. I swear I have an average penis. Yeah, so it was very demeaning. Demeaning? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, alright, cool. It was, yeah,
Well done.
It hurt. It hurt. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt good. So I don't think we had sex for another week, and that was the only time where I held off.
All right.
But we all have our limits in a week. That's probably it.
I don't know that I've hit a particular... I have a problem. Like, I have an insatiable appetite.
So do I. There was a lot of masturbation going on during that week. But...
All right, that's fair, but you had to turn her down. I get that.
I had to make a point. It's very few that a man can hold off the sex for a point.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's a problem.
I don't think I could ever again.
No.
Going on these few long droughts.
Why would you?
Yeah.
If you turn it down right now, you're the dumbest human I've ever met.
Oh, yeah. It's just been a while, so.
7 months and how long?
I don't fucking know. It's not like before where it was like fucking pushing 4 years.
Look, at a certain point, man. Celibacy, priesthood, like, you had to have considered these things.
No, just suicide.
Well, life not worth living without sex.
Yep.
A smart and very wise human said that to me once. He's an alcoholic and on this show.
I'm right here. I think I said it probably at like 19.
No way.
I think I did.
That was a way recent thought.
Oh, yeah, because it's been in my mind forever. Once I started getting it, I realized this is the only reason to be alive.
100%.
This and waiting for the never happening Flyers Stanley Cup victory.
Yep, I need to see Closer lift it.
Oh, man, that would be great.
For sure.
He hands it to Matt Niskanen first. Yeah, it's been a while, man.
Oh, God.
It's not really Bowmeister because Niskanen just won one.
True. Let's see. Pros and cons. Outside of the sex thing.
That's all I can think about because...
Well, it's true, and you're in a withdrawal, and that I feel for you. But you have to, when making plans, you have to consider for two all the time, even if they're not invited. You have to think about how they're going to feel.
Oh my God, that fucking sucked.
Right? And it's like, now, fortunately, most of our interests align, and that's great, but there are certainly those times where you're like, you know what? I don't need to be the only guy that brings my lady.
I got in a huge fight because my friends were out, she was working, my friends were out, and they were seeing the new Jurassic Park at the time. And me, I'm just like, stuck in the car, like, you can't say, hey, no, I can't see this movie, my girlfriend wants to see it. So I see it, she's like, I thought you were going to wait for me, we're going to see it with my family. And I'm like, yeah, but I was kind of in the fucking car, and like, I couldn't get out. I can't believe you did that. It was like a 2-day thing, and then we saw it, and I paid.
Wow. See, that's unrealistic to me. And that's the shit you run into whilst in relationships. You sit there and you get into fights that ordinary humans would not get into. If you and I had plans to go see any fucking movie at all, and you happen to go and see it with literally anyone else or by your damn self, I'd be like, how was it? Because I'm rational.
I would never see a movie by myself.
I love seeing movies by myself.
The only time I've done it was like, oh, I'm waiting for my friend to get off work, so now I'm done, so I'm going to see this movie.
No, it's fantastic. I strongly encourage you to do it.
I've seen way too many people fall asleep during it, and I'm like, that's the most fucking expensive nap I've ever seen.
Not true.
It is.
Not at all.
Why would you pay $15 for a fucking nap?
Get the goddamn service through the not our old company, the other one, AMC.
Oh yeah,
$20. Go take a nap every goddamn day at the theater. Doesn't matter. Just cost you $20 once. Fantastic. We are now advertising for AMC theaters.
Yeah, but here's the great thing. You said not our company, the other one. AMC.
It took me a second. But yeah. So that's definitely one. Pros, if your family is not awesome and you get in a relationship with someone whose family is.
I have a severe problem with this because I hate my family.
See?
I love my sister, but we talk so few and far between. But I hate my family, so I'm not very good with other families. But sometimes I'm too good with other families.
That's the thing. So I used to never particularly enjoy my family. She's a fantastic family, and I'm like, fuck, like I'm going to stay for this particular reason first and foremost. Like, these are fantastic human beings, and that's great. And then the problem is everyone loves her on my family. So suddenly I'm now present all the damn time. And now I'm starting to like my own family again and like being a human and being able to interact with both sides of the family. So it's a positive and a negative thing because I used to only have to go to one set of holidays for the people that I truly enjoyed, her family. And then now I find myself at all of these events and I'm not even sure what's going on. Most of that entire family still believes I have a job at my previous job just so I don't have to go or so I can leave early. That is the extent of lie that I go to. And fortunately enough, she's backed me up on this. so far. But I know I'm only going to be able to take that as long as I can. But yeah, suits, just, there's pros and cons to that too.
Yeah, I dated a girl in high school and really enjoyed her family. So I talked to them and I saw them at the theater so many times. I'm like, yeah, all right, so how's your daughter?
I've had that.
Trying to think of who I am. I'm like, we talked about fantasy football every time I was over. And he's like, oh, right, yeah. I mean, I understood it was years had gone by and he was just shocked to see me there again.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's always terrible.
But I like to fuck with people. So I thought it was the perfect time to just shatter his world and be like, yeah, how's your daughter? What?
There you go.
But, yeah, so I've been good with families. I've found myself always like single during holidays.
Smart.
Because I hardly make it past 7 months in a relationship.
Why is that?
I think it's
Therapy
me.
hour.
I'm a terrible person.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm not great either.
The only time I met my one ex's father was actually like Christmas time. She was scared because she's like, yeah, my dad's like real tough. I'm like, okay, what's he like? Good, I can hit on all these things. So, talking about sports, baseball, hockey, his beer that he makes, and, it went well.
There you go.
So, I can do well. But I have to make sure I'm sober.
Yeah, I would strongly recommend that. So, what was it? I think it was like 4 weeks ago, something like that. I don't know. But it may have even been before you had your surgery. But I have
so a month.
Never seen you as drunk as you were here. I thought for sure you were going to fall down the stairs, and I was just going to let you stay there.
Wait, when?
I don't know, but then you almost threw up on the way home.
Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, it was that terrible
yeah,
segment. Yeah, dude, it was bad. I'm pretty sure I was off.
I don't
So I've been drinking the whole day.
Whatever it was, I don't know. But
yeah, I get pretty fucking bad sometimes.
Yeah, that was an experience, man. I don't know, and I don't handle that shit well. Like, I don't know, if you're gonna throw up, I'm gonna throw up too. So like, we're sitting there, we're driving down this road, and you're just like, you might experience if you throw up, and I'm like, you better fucking not. And then I sit there and see you, and I'm like, he's gonna fucking do it. And you're like, can you take me to that Wawa? I was like, fucking yeah, wherever you need to go, I will drop you off. Do not get sick in this vehicle; it's fucking immaculate. I do take care of my truck.
So yeah, I've been bad.
Only occasionally.
Quite a few times.
Only occasionally a few times.
Yeah. This is why I go to the same bars. The same 3.
Smart.
Yeah, so they know me, and then, yeah.
Smart.
That, and I'm starting to get better, especially since that time I haven't really gotten bad.
That's good.
I think.
Positive influence on lives.
Who knows? But, yeah. So, speaking of that, I've been drunk in public quite a few times. And it's bad. It's something like I'm literally walking like with friends who are in public. And I'm like, I should not be in public right now. Like, I hardly ever should, like sober, because I just fucking hate people. But drunk, it's like, oh man, I'm going to say something. I literally...
How have you not gotten punched in the face?
I think I did once. But that was like Temple. I think I got like jumped, but I don't remember.
Well, then it doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's impressive, honestly, for as bad as you claim to get and as bad as I've seen you get occasionally.
It's because I'm friendly, I think.
Well, you're hilarious. That's the thing. Like, even when you're a dick, you're hilarious. And that's a rare talent, honestly. Most people are just like, they have that douchebaggery about them. You somehow don't. Good for you. I
usually
can't
just
speak for that.
Fucking sarcastic.
Well played. Well done. Whatever it is, it works.
But I'm sure there have been some close calls. But... it hasn't happened yet.
Good job.
So I can probably thank my friends for that. So
in the face. I have punched someone drunk in the face, but that's different.
I could see that.
Yeah.
But have you ever even been close to being drunk ever in your life?
Yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I wish I saw it.
Nah. See, that's the thing. I'm calm.
Yeah.
Like, I think no matter what it would happen, if I was to get drunk, if I was to do drugs, whatever, like, I feel like because I'm just such a high-strung individual anyway and everything, I'm just such a quick trigger guy, I feel like it just, no matter what it is, uppers, downers, doesn't matter, I'm going to sit there and just be like, I am feeling fine. I'm just going to relax. I think that's it.
I've literally seen you walk back into the office and throw a fucking radio.
That didn't happen.
It's happened quite a few times.
Shiftly basis. Shiftly basis. Yeah, I'm always very in check with myself. You know, I'm calm. You know, I can stop anytime I want. That's the thing.
I mean, you did, because you would come in saying, fuck that person, you throw the radio, and then you continue to rant about it, and there was another call. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it. He's like, yeah, I'll be right there. Yeah, I'll be right there.
Well, that's missed opportunities. We really should have, we should have videotaped, not videotape? Yeah, videotape, recorded it, whatever. That's the thing. Why do I stutter more than you do in this segment? This is fucked up.
No, just gradually as the segment goes on, you can hear me kind of slur a couple words.
Sure. I try to balance it out with it's just a subconscious thing here. Trying to meet you halfway. What's our next point?
Pet peeves in public.
Oh, yes. So many.
Yeah, mine is everybody else's existence.
Next topic.
Walk the fuck faster. I'm injured and I'm still walking faster than you.
That is a serious issue.
I was embarrassed though. Pardon me. I'm walking from my work to the Giant to get lunch or something. And I'm walking there and, I'm limping. I'm hardly getting there. I'm like, fuck, man, I miss being able to actually walk. This guy who also has a limp is walking faster than me. He's also 40 years older than me. And I'm like, well, this is really fucked up how low I've come.
It's tough to...
He looks at me and he goes, so ligament damage? And I'm like, yeah, torn ACL meniscus. He's like, oh, man. Yeah, good luck. As he continues to speed by
past you. It's so sad.
And me, I'm like, all I had to get was from point A to point B without any human interaction, and I failed.
And it did not work. Well, that's what happens when you're crippled. There's a community of cripples, and those who have been hurt once in their life, even the worst people are like, man, I twisted my ankle one time in high school. I'm like, you're 74. Why the fuck are you talking to me right now?
And I had to get the knee replaced.
I've been decapitated. That's it. I'm done. Fuck it. Oh my god. Everyone's got a fucking worse story.
It's also bad. So when I'm picking up the whiskey today,
sure,
I am without a brace.
Because you're an idiot.
I'm sans brace right now. I'm trying to test my boundaries, and I'm failing right now because it hurts.
You had surgery a month ago.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
I'm just trying to, try.
I have a dog. We're going to walk downstairs. One of us is going to limp. The other one's going to limp slightly less. We're going to get downstairs. The dog is going to be so goddamn excited to see you because that's how he is. He's going to come barreling into you. He's going to knock your ass over. You're going to blow out your knee fucking again. I'm going to hear the sound. And instinctually, my knee's just going to collapse too. And then we're both going to be laying there. And Steph's going to have to take us both to the freaking hospital because your dumbass didn't wear a brace. Stop being selfish. Wear the fucking brace. Because if I hear that, I'm going down too.
Well, here's the thing. So I'm not wearing the brace. I go to the liquor store I'm there way entirely too often.
Yes.
It's 2 to 4 times a week. Depends if I get the handle or not. Depends what I would like to spend in that moment. So I'm not wearing my brace, and the cashier is like, oh, where'd your brace go? Now this is embarrassing.
Yes. If you go to a liquor store often enough, and it's not like that you're going to a mom and pop liquor store there, there's 15 people that work there.
Yeah.
And now they all know that you walk in with a fucking knee brace.
Back when I was living by Bustleton, and I would go to that one.
Yeah.
And it's a new cashier asking for my ID. The manager in the fucking office that's right next to the registers. He's fine. What the fuck? These are the signs that I have a problem, but I'm not going to stop.
Stop anytime you want to.
Yeah, no. I can't. I can only stop when I'm getting the sex regularly.
All right. Well, that is the mission of this podcast now. Not just Whiskey Ramble segment, all segments. We're going to bag the sponsorship ads and the partnership ads, and instead we're just going to sit here and we're going to Cupid for love for you, or for sex.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
That's fine.
So yeah, pet peeves in public is literally slow walkers. I hate their existence because I've always been a fast walker, but now I'm trying to learn the life of a slow walker. I don't like it.
It's not great.
I don't appreciate it. I need to get to point A to point B, and that's all I need to do.
Just wear
I don't want to sightsee.
Even if there's nothing on in them. That's what I do.
No, I can't do it because I hear people talking, and they're just bothering me.
All right, well then turn something the fuck on.
Yeah, but my headphones broke.
I got a pair of headphones downstairs. Take them.
Okay, as long as we don't tear our knees again.
That's true.
I was trying to listen to our previous segments this afternoon, and it's broken, so it works, but it's hanging off. So I gotta push it back in, try to turn it so it kind of locks, and then it's hanging half out of my fucking ear.
You're an idiot. Yeah, take the headphones downstairs. I got 14 pairs.
I've been trying to like build like a big Amazon order. So like I got a light now. Trying to add more things to that order so I could get everything at once.
I know what you could buy. Studio equipment.
I thought you were going to say a sex doll.
Missed opportunity.
But yes, thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
I will add
Fortunately,
that to it.
we don't actually need it. It's better with 2 people in segments anyway rather than 3.
Well, I feel like today would have been nice to have you on for the Flyers one because a lot happened.
A lot did happen.
So
I had notes on all that too.
Okay, so you want to talk about them?
Well, we'll get to it.
We're still on pet peeves.
We're on pet peeves. I mean, come on now. So if you don't have your money out or your form of payment and you're out in a place where you are, I don't know, paying for services of any kind or products of any kind, and you're frustrated in line because of the length of the line, and you get there and you're not fucking ready, you're an asshole. You do not deserve to leave your home fucking ever. You cannot be that person. You cannot be someone who sits there and does the half eye roll and then the full turn and the eye roll, and you're looking at everyone else behind you in line like, you fucking believe these people? Taking so slow, this stupid cashier, these fucking assholes in front of me. Then you get up and you're just like, 1 fucking sandwich, please. And you're like, $12. And you're like, oh shit, guess I gotta pay. Hold on, let me dig through my whole fucking bag and assume the white girl position of lift up just 1 fucking foot, rest your purse on a hip, and sit there and dig through this shit with 2 fucking hands. And then glasses fall off and your kid starts running away. This is fucking ridiculous. Next thing you know, they're still saying, $12, ma'am. You still need to pay for this fucking sandwich. You are a piece of shit.
This hurts so much because it hit so close to home. As we worked on that side.
Well, we did.
We could probably go through a whole fucking show just ranting about like working the retail side.
Oh, yeah,
like
100%.
Cashier side.
100%.
You're in line for an hour. I didn't make you stay in fucking line for an hour. Just go see your fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to eat for 2 hours.
No,
go out after.
Yes. Far less money. And better food.
It came to the point where the time of near the end, I was like, fuck it, I don't fucking care. Hey, man, like, any tomatoes on this cheeseburger? No, we're a fucking movie theater. You're lucky we have fucking pickles.
No, they're not lucky. That is a garbage, ridiculous garnish. Don't ever bring that shit up again on the show.
Pickles are great.
They are fucking not, man. They are not.
One of these days, we're finally gonna use our YouTube and our Instagram, and it's gonna be me throwing a fucking pickle at you without you realizing it.
That's
not realizing it's going to happen.
That's can't happen.
I have a new mission now.
Great.
I just can't run.
That's good. I'll just step 3 feet further than you.
Yeah, so, last second customers, I think we mentioned before.
We did.
Fucking hate it. I wouldn't mind it, but when you say just made it, fuck off. I just said this again through the Flyers segment of the final thoughts on it. In general, fucking children, as you went off last time, I fucking hate children. And it's also on the parents for not fucking keeping them in line.
Yes, parents are terrible.
I've seen them like run into the fucking middle of the street and parents are just still having their conversation like, your kid's gonna fucking die. I don't want to witness it. I don't care if he dies. I just don't want to witness it. Because I don't want to deal with the aftermath. I will watch the show,
reports.
But
That's the thing. I don't want to fill out reports. Like if an officer comes, no, I'm good.
Right? Yeah.
Like if this asshole couldn't keep their kid on a fuck leash or some shit, like okay, that parent doesn't deserve to be a parent any longer and fix their own situation because they're now in prison because they killed their kid by being a dog shit parent.
Yeah.
Man, this got morbid fast.
It is.
Pet peeves. Pet peeves in public.
The most morbid pet peeve you can think of.
Yeah, that was pretty awful. Let's see. I loathe the people who have no one in front of them and cannot drive the speed limit. Why are you on the road with nowhere to fucking go? I have never in my life gotten to a vehicle without a destination in mind. I'm looking at this, like if I gotta go to work, if I gotta go to a fucking game, if I gotta go anywhere, there's a time frame that I wish to get there. I don't feel it's necessary to see a 45 mile an hour speed limit, nothing in front of me, and to drive 30 because, it's nice outside. Eat my ass. Drive the goddamn speed limit. Drive faster than the speed limit. Do something. We are all in a hurry all the fucking time. How can you find it in you to find your time to go that goddamn slow?
I have a pet peeve with Uber drivers because I can't drive. And I anticipate when I can finally become a normal functioning human being that drives a car, that I will probably go for random drives just to keep me away from drinking and just get my mind off things and listen to music. I feel like it could be very soothing.
So I used to do that in high school all the time, and then gas became expensive. I still do this.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah, I do. Well, here's the thing. But I do it when I go fishing. So it's like I'll just drive and drive and drive, and I'm like, oh, hey, water. And then I'll get out and I'll be like, this seems like a good idea. And I'll go out and I'll fish and I won't catch shit. And I'll get back in the car and I'll drive around again and I'll just be like, there's more water. But even then, I will hit the goddamn speed limit because I'm not a terrible human.
It's true. That's actually not totally true.
On the road, I'm not a terrible human. That's like the one place that I'm like a functional member of society-ish.
You're still angry.
Oh, I'm so angry. Oh my God. So I was driving behind someone like 2 years ago. And I'm following them for fucking ever.
2 years ago?
Dude, it's still...
Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, it's still in my brain because I still want to stab this person. So this guy's driving a Mercedes, and it's like an older Mercedes, and it's fucking nice, and he's just... you could see he's got that checkered sweater vest fucking thing and everything. He's got the giant fucking hair.
Oh, so he's Dr. Huxtable?
He's just a fucking useless white guy. And so there he is, like an ass, driving so damn slow. Finally, he pulls over. Now, he finds it perfect to pull over directly in front of where my neighborhood is. That's great. So then I speed past him to then turn into my neighborhood, except he tries to cut me off. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So, like, I get into the neighborhood.
Find out he lives 3 streets down.
No, but he follows me in.
Oh, you've checked.
Well, I don't know.
You really wanted to stab him.
Well, I don't know where the hell he lives. But, so I casually back in to my spot, and this car comes strolling up, and a guy gets out, and he goes, "You can't drive like that." He starts freaking out. I think I did, and I think I got home safely. I think one of us is the problem, and it might be the one who followed another person home. Have a good day. 2 years, and this shit's still on my mind, because that asshat decided to try to cut me off pulling into my own neighborhood. Fuck them. I hate people. I hate people in cars. They're awful, awful, awful humans. Pet peeves in public.
So me about Uber drivers.
Uber drivers. Roll with it.
All right. So, what's fucking today?
Thanks for eating this food, by the way.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good, despite what you think. All right. So I'm going to the bar last night, and I'm Ubering from my house to the bar. It's like a 4-minute drive at most.
14-minute walk for one day.
Well, it would be like 45 minutes right now. But yeah, it's like a 15-minute walk without it. And that's when I have my headphones, and it's 3 a.m., and I'm walking home hoping to die. I ordered the Uber, and it's a very obese woman. Which is, fine, but she's holding a fucking ice cream cone. She's going to town on this ice cream cone while she's driving me to the bar, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? No, it was terrible. It was
just
grotesque and disgusting. I didn't want to see this shit. So, like, me, I'm like, head down and everything. Where are you going today? As she's licking it, like, I don't want that.
That's a problem. That's an issue. You could hear it lick it?
Because she was talking as she was licking it.
Oh, that's fucking terrible, man. Continue. I'm sorry. That was like a reaction I wasn't prepared to have, but that's disgusting. Continue.
Yeah. So she drops me off. All right, have a good night. I'm like, mm-hmm. But other than that, is Uber drivers don't need to talk. You don't need to talk. I understand you want to be personable, but like if I'm there staring at my phone, it's pretty much like I don't want to talk.
Yes.
If I say anything more than "How are you doing?" then maybe I want to talk. Like, hey, how you doing? Like, how's your day? I maybe want to talk. Very few chances that happens unless I'm drunk. Got another story about that.
Is it you calling me?
No, I don't think so.
Just wondering.
If there are no words said besides how you doing? Good, and you? Cool, that's it. That's all I need. If zero talk happens on the ride, 5 stars. Great conversation. 0 words were basically said. Great conversation. That's how I do it. So Sunday, I'm leaving the bar. And he's like, how you doing? I'm like, oh man, I'm just trying to die. I'm pretty drunk at this point. And he doesn't quite hear me. So as he's dropping me off, he's like, okay, you have a good one. I'm like, yep, I hope I die. No, don't die. He's frantic about it. I'm like, yeah, dude, and it's okay, have a good one.
Dude, an officer's going to show up at your door one day with some psych ward human with a bunch of chains and it's like a full white jumpsuit that says, "We need to take you now."
Yeah, as long as there's whiskey, that's fine.
Watch. There will not be. There will be just a random bed and someone supplying you with pills that are supposed to level your ass out, and you'll be on a hold for 72 fucking hours. And then I'm going to get a call in the inconvenience of my very busy non-work week to come pick you.
You were an emergency contact for my surgery. So sorry for screwing you on that one.
No worries.
Other things about Uber drivers, like, fucking go to the destination. Don't fucking overthink it. Just go to the fucking destination. There's so many fucking times that they pass right by it. Where are you? I told you, I'm in the fucking Starbucks. I'm not even in the Starbucks, but it's the only building that they can see. And they're going to the fucking giant behind it. Like, no, the Starbucks. Like, come on. I know, like, there's that one tiny sign on the giant that says Starbucks, but that's not it.
Who the fuck passes you? Actually, I remember that time you called me to come pick you up because your Uber driver got lost.
That was also a very difficult pickup position, though.
It's true. I had no fucking idea.
So I understood it. So speaking of Starbucks, you're saying over there that there's too many variations to coffee.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, there are 2 ways that you can drink coffee. Black, like you should, or if you really need a kick for something, whiskey and heavy cream.
See, I don't really drink coffee. But when I did, it was like, a little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar, and that was it. Now, at my job, we realized we could order all these fucking different kinds of fucking Dunkin' Donuts K-Cups. So I'm like, oh, okay, So we completely fucking overorder. Somebody somehow fucking approves it, so we have all these K-Cups for the end of fucking time.
I'll bring them into studio here.
Oh, yeah?
I keep forgetting I have a Keurig machine here, because that's an illegal way to drink coffee, but in a pinch, I'll do it.
Yeah, and, it wasn't bad, and I also ordered way too much creamer. So I I have like the fucking half and half, the French vanilla, the fucking hazelnut, all these fucking different creamers. Nobody fucking
You're the violation I'm talking about. Black or whiskey and cream, and that's fucking it.
Well,
it's absurd. How many words do you need to pronounce to say coffee? How specialized
I do like French
can
vanilla.
We possibly make that? Stop. Just stop.
When I was drinking coffee, I was getting the Wawa coffee.
That tastes like nothing. That's basically water.
I know, but here's the thing. It said Irish cream, so I only got it because it said Irish.
Irish. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Irish cream, I'm going to put some whiskey in here too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's it. That's the option. It's that or it's black. That's it.
You should hear
Starbucks shouldn't exist.
Just stand around in Starbucks for 5 minutes and just list off all the different fucking variations of orders you hear.
No. No, I could stand there.
All right, cool. When you work for me, you'll just be able to hear the drive-through because they're fucking loud as shit, and you can hear it with nothing else going on. And you hear like this, and this. I'm like, the fuck, man?
No, no.
We don't have the cheddar biscuits today. Oh,
I'm installing my own speaker outside of your establishment and a megaphone. I'll just sit on the curb like an angry asshole.
Okay, and you can smell the ashtray too, so because you like the smell of cigarettes.
I do love the smell of cigarettes. Yeah, and seriously, everyone who commented on that or liked it, good for you guys. Cigarette smoke smells wonderful. What else we ranting about today?
Well, I used to smoke cigarettes heavily. Now I only do it when I'm at my
drunkenness.
Bars. Yeah, so I like to think that I stopped, but then I do it when I'm at the bar. That allows smoking, and I've figured that in this whole conversation we've had so far, I've mentioned how I was at the bar twice. And yeah, so I went through a pack of cigarettes on those 2 times. Not alone, though. Not alone.
Okay.
So, giving them out.
Such a good guy.
I didn't like the particular cigarette, so I'm like, I need to get the fuck rid of these.
I still have your non-menthol, whatever the hell thing.
My e-cigarette.
Yeah.
So I appreciate e-cigarettes. I can get my nicotine whenever I goddamn well please.
There you go.
So next on your topics was useless jobs and companies that piss you off.
It's true.
Okay.
It is true. And it's like, there's no real logic to what I'm saying here. Like, look, it's a job. That's great. But one of the things that I put down is laundromats.
I understand laundromats.
To an extent. Here's why this happened. I went in with 6 suits.
Okay, you're going to a dry cleaner. I feel like dry cleaner and
that's
laundromat
sorry,
is
that's what I
different.
meant. Sorry, dry cleaner.
Laundromats should exist and should always be next to a bar.
That's fine.
They should always be next to a bar.
What else is there to do?
Exactly. You're just going to fucking sit there, fucking twiddle your thumbs, and maybe, think about things?
Yes, 100%.
Nobody wants to do that.
Meant dry cleaners. That's the thing. Because laundromats, you are still technically doing what I'm claiming these people don't do.
Some people drop them off at laundromats and they do it during the day.
What?
Yeah. Some people actually work at laundromats. You drop off your bag, and they do it, they fold it and everything, they charge you, and then you pick it up. That's a real thing.
Fucking no. Oh my god.
So yeah, that part, I do agree with you, but other than that, laundromats are kind of essential to life.
They're fine. Laundromats are fine. That was a misspeak. Whatever. Dry cleaners. So, why in the hell? So like I said, I dropped off 6 suits.
Okay, how else would you clean these suits without the dry cleaner?
These are fine for this particular instance only, but here's my problem with dry cleaners.
Okay.
I had to wait for fucking ever because some asshole had fucking 50 Hawaiian shirts and a bunch of t-shirts. Why in the hell did you take that shit to a fucking dry cleaner?
The only thing I ever took to a dry cleaner were my suit jackets. Every other shirt I wear, I just put in the washer.
Acceptable. But damn. So I guess that's more of a rant on people, not jobs. Dry cleaners can stay. What were the other things I said?
that was it. You only said dry cleaners. I'm sure you had more to go off on.
Landscaping.
Oh, yeah, landscaping, yeah.
Jesus Christ. And I know I say that with my backyard looking like total hell right now, but it's hot.
You've only had 2 months off.
Listen, man. The inside of my home right now is almost immaculate, not even close.
Yeah, I've never seen your staircase so clean. And you know what? That daybed over there was never comfortable, like as it was today.
The daybed's still never comfortable.
No, it was pretty fucking comfortable to me. That blanket, though, it's a nice blanket. Can I have it?
Sure. Yeah, I don't care. What the fuck? I don't know. I feel like there are a ton of jobs that really don't need to exist.
Landscapers, I get. Pool cleaners, don't know if I get that. I feel like it's more made for porn.
I feel like
who the fuck hires a pool cleaner?
That's it. If your job is featured in a porno, just know that you're useless.
Oh, so a delivery man?
Completely.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the delivery man.
Well, you can't drive, but theoretically, you could Uber to where you need to go.
I literally ordered Uber Eats Saturday night from one bar to deliver to the bar I was at because their kitchen wasn't open.
Nice.
So this is how I'm transitioning into how the fuck dive bars will have a kitchen but never have it fucking open. The fuck? You're losing out on money.
What restaurant did you order from?
Maggio's.
Oh, that's a good restaurant.
Yeah, and they do, like, they're smart. So, like, they have a very limited menu that you can order from, and, somebody will come pick it up and deliver it to you.
Yep.
Uber Eats is great. I much prefer not doing any human contact at all, so I don't like to call.
Do you have a drop box outside your home? Like, there's $20 in the mailbox. Leave the food on the front step.
No, but I've thought about, like, ordering from, like, a Domino's or some shit, even though, like, I hate eating that shit food.
You should hate eating that shit
and,
food.
like,
Steph,
going, like, just pound on the door, leave it, and run. While screaming, your food's here.
You know what? We'll do it. So the next time that we're here for a segment, in between segments when we believe that the food should be there in that particular amount of time, we'll set up a camera from the kitchen window and we'll see how closely they follow the directions. Because so far, knock or don't knock is too complicated for these asshats. So I'm not sure they can fucking read. But if we can get them to come to the door, fucking knock and yell, your goddamn food's here, and sprint away, and then pull $20 out of the mailbox or however much the food order comes to, that will restore my faith in humanity.
Yeah, well, you
entirely.
Got it. And if I ever asked a delivery man to do something so outlandish as this, I would definitely tip him like $10.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I tipped a waitress for reading a fucking book that made me laugh.
Yeah,
she wasn't even my waitress. I just put it on another fucking table.
That she was serving?
Yeah.
Oh man, the subtle art of not giving a fuck.
Correct.
You still have that book?
I do.
All right, yeah, I'll borrow it.
All right, you got it.
Still haven't gotten through 11/20, 360.
That's because it's like 1,600 pages.
I know it. And it's so boring when he's fucking following JFK or Oswald.
Yeah.
But yeah, dive bars, you're great. You
Keep your kitchens open.
just keep your fucking kitchens open. Like, where I watch Chiefs games, I was there, it's during the day. I see the owner eating something, so I think the kitchen's open, right? Or maybe, he just made it himself, which, it's in your power. You're the fucking owner.
Sure.
So I asked for a menu. Oh, our kitchen's not open until 5. The fuck? Yeah, there's a pizza place next door. There's always a fucking pizza place next door as well. And I'm like, okay, I'd rather not. I'm kind of hurt. It hurts to walk. I came here thinking your kitchen was open. But the one that's right by my house, like, they're open on weird hours. And, like, so Mondays they do beer pong. So I played beer pong last night and it was terrible. And so the beer pong starts like 10, 11. The kitchen opens at 9. So I'm there at 8 and I'm like, I'm fucking hungry now. I can see the cook right there. He's a great guy. He's a great cook. Why can't you just say, hey, Bill, just start early and we'll pay you? Nope. Can't do that. It's fucking asinine. And then, I misread the schedule because they have the schedule up there, but it fucking changes all the time.
Hipster places, man.
It's not even a hipster place. It's just a terrible fucking owner. Like, hire someone else. Pay a little bit more out of your pocket to hire another person so you can keep your fucking kitchen open. I can understand in that place,
That being said, they can't be possibly cooking overly complex stuff there.
Right? Like, even just have your fucking deep fryer. Like, make some fucking wings and that's it. Some fucking french fries. Who the fuck knows?
Bar food.
Literally,
that's it.
I know. I could fucking do it. I could cook
Wings,
bar food.
There you go. Oh, I'm out of work. I was just fucking around. I would not cook at a goddamn dive bar.
I would.
Nah.
Once I'm healed, I'm probably going to get a second job. I've been thinking about working at a bar. I would like to bartend, but...
You should bartend. You look like Travis Konechny. That will end your sex drought. For anyone who listens to this.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying, man.
I know. I appreciate it, but you're a terrible wingman and it's never going to work.
Look. I feel like I'd be a better wingman now. Honestly.
I don't think so.
I think I will.
I was about 18 years old and you were a terrible wingman for me despite your long-standing relationship at the time.
So? You think nothing changed in the last 10 years?
No, I still drink.
We're fine. Look, give me another shot, coach. Put me in. I could do it.
I do not believe in your abilities.
Oh my god.
I'm Craig Berube, you're Jason Atkinson. You took one penalty. I'm not giving you another chance.
Oh my god. I hope that people understand that reference because that's beautiful. But no, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Okay.
Now
we're gonna sing songs
today. No, I think that I've gotten the art of wingman down. Right. I should write that book.
See, I think I'm a good wingman
You are a good wingman
because I talk to them knowing my friend's interested, and I try to bring them into the conversation. Ends up working,
and then you dip out.
Yeah, because I know like at first I was one that was interested in the woman, but then my friend clearly shows interest, and I'm like, okay, cool. Let's pass the baton.
Well, see, I could do that part now. I'm done. So, like, my life's over. So, theoretically, I should be for the rest of time everyone's wingman.
Yeah, but you're just terrible at it.
Give me one good reason why I would fail right now.
All right. So, remember what we mentioned earlier about how women can smell it that you're in a relationship, so they're automatically into you?
Yeah, say no more.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay,
it's called logic.
Next topic.
Next topic. As we brought up families
Jesus.
earlier, best lie you've ever made to get out of a family event you didn't want to go to.
Still being employed.
Really?
Oh yeah, almost my entire family, with the exception of my one uncle and my one cousin, his daughter, because I like them the most. Everyone else still believes that I work at my job.
What happens if they go there to see you?
No one fucking goes there to see me, and they used to call me all the time for free shit. Which I feel like that's where things got misconstrued. I gave away free shit not so much because I enjoyed them as human beings, so much as that I disliked the company we worked for. So I feel like they misconstrued that message. To me, they were helping me out by robbing that company of anything.
I'll just never forget a police officer coming in, It's like, oh yeah, everybody does it differently. And me looking at the computer, giving him 5 free tickets and saying, well, this is a piece of shit company anyway.
There you go.
And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, they cut my position.
Yep.
The fuck they want me to do. So I found that hilarious. I just don't remember his name, but thank you for your service. I don't know.
There you go.
I hope you enjoyed Avengers, whatever the fuck it was.
Nice. I hope it was Avengers.
But I think this most recent one was good because it wasn't a lie per se. It was still truth. Where I drunkenly told my parents that I would go to a concert with them, and I then came to my senses 2 days later and said, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to deal with them. I appreciate the guy that, his name's Ed Hamill. He's a great musician. He deserves more respect, but he's not going to get it, unfortunately. He's a great guy, and I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to go waste my Monday night and get home at 2 a.m. and not get sufficiently drunk, along with the awkward moments that would have happened with my family.
I think you made the right decision here.
Me too. I got drunk and I failed at beer pong, so,
There you go.
Yeah, I still got drunk. So, let me know by 4:30 if you can go or not. I see this text, I'm like, oh, fuck. I should probably respond. Yeah, we had a call out. I have to work tomorrow. We did have a call out, but I did not have to work today.
Well, there you go. I hope your parents will listen to this show.
So I like to think myself as a good liar, because I always incorporate truth into the lie. Well,
that's how you have to do it.
Yeah. So it's fucked up, but when you learn the art of lying at the age of 14.
If you perfect it at that age, you know that you got a lifetime full. You should be a con man.
Are you saying that because I work at a bank?
Sure. There's something sexy and appealing about that. I can't believe that your body cracks that way. Oh my God. It's like your elbow and shoulder.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Oh my God, man. Jesus Christ. Dude, that being said, I wish my arms would do that sometimes. I'm in so much pain. Let me try to think. So other lies that I've told to get out of things. Well, one wasn't even a lie. I just said, sorry, I don't want to be here. I want to have sex. And I left.
I never did that. And speaking of that, my parents have only met 2 of my girlfriends ever, and I've had quite a few. But my dad has only met 1. And that was my most recent one, and it was very awkward.
So, I'm trying to think.
The reason I never introduced a girlfriend to my father is because the first time I ever invited a woman to my house in 10th grade, she's like, yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to pick me up. I'm like, okay, yeah, we just go in here. I was kind of interested, kind of not, just figured, this is going to be a friend's thing. But it's the first time a girl is at my house. My dad comes out in a robe and boxers. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why you gotta do this to me? Oh shit, I didn't know you had somebody over. Yeah, you were asleep, so that's why, yeah.
This is my dad. So
if you want a Coke, it's in the fridge. Thanks.
Cocaine?
No, just Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, alright.
See, my house was weird. It wasn't necessarily the beer was off limits, it was the Coke was off limits. The Coca-Cola.
Weird as shit.
Yeah, that's all my dad drank.
My parents, man. I think my mom wanted me to marry every chick I've ever brought around. But at the same time disliked every chick that I ever brought around. I think she just wanted me to stop bringing multiple chicks around. So when I finally settled down, I think that pleased her. My dad always found each of the women that I brought home entirely too attractive. And because he is not at all calm about things. Girl from the theater that that you told me I should not have done and I did it anyway.
Disclaimer. If I say something and I have a strong intuition about it, I'm usually right. And if you say I'm wrong, you will see the terrible repercussions.
And it happened. Terrible. But she was smoking fucking hot. She was really sexy.
Oh god, yeah, she was such a cunt though.
Oh my god.
She was very fucking hunt. Sorry, I'm mixing cunt and hot. She was very hot.
Perfect. I dig that. She was hunt. But she came over at one point, and my dad, a calm person that he is, I think he thought that he was old man already, but not just a fucking 50-year-old guy. I think he thought he was 100 and that it was allowed to just be an asshole and to be uncomfortable. And he was like, oh, she's hot. Who's she? And I'm like, you're not even drunk. It's like 4 p.m. She's got full clothing on. Why is this happening? Dad, this is previous Mrs. Shane. Like, for fuck's sake, man. Unbelievable. So yeah, that was terrible.
So here's the thing. Shane tried to hide this relationship from me, despite me knowing
First of all, I hid it from everyone for, a little while.
He did, but I was the one that knew. And I continuously mentioned it.
That's one of those, to take it back to the sex thing earlier.
You alright? Did you just drink?
No, I just went down the wrong pipe. That's one to bring it back earlier, though. This girl did.
You might want to try to breathe first.
I'm trying, man. Slanted ceilings.
This girl probably gave Shane the greatest sex, is what I would assume he's going to say.
Once.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Okay.
I wasted 2 years trying to get this back. Oh.
So you name a segment named Whiskey Ramble. Oh. You're going to eventually hear coughing and what sounds like puking eventually. It just so happens to come from the one that's sober.
Fuck. That hurt. Yeah.
But yes, I can imagine that.
That hurt.
But
I was telling the story again and the cough. Jesus Christ.
Just want to take this time to say that Steve was right.
Steve
is usually right.
Yeah.
When he's wrong, he'll admit it. But when he's right, he's fucking right. And it will hurt you.
Yeah. Yep. Karma right there. My esophageal region just died.
It's very hard to hide a relationship from me, too. I don't know why. I can just tell.
Yeah. I think most people can tell. I don't know. Well, then again, most people think that, fuck it, whatever. I don't know. I think almost everyone has always thought that I've slept with every single woman that's ever said hello to me. And that's just not the case.
See, I know it's not true.
There you go.
But I can still assume it.
Well,
I wouldn't say just hello. It's just if they've had more than 3 conversations with you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, some of us are a little bit envious. How easy it can be for some people.
Well, yeah, those days are over. Boy, that's sad.
Well, you're happy. You're in a lovely relationship. Stephanie's a great girl.
What the fuck is happening?
That's okay. Ways to not respond to what I just said.
What did you say?
I said Stephanie's a great girl. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, wonderful. Sorry. Apparently, I got to pick people up at the airport and shit again. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Really?
Yeah, family. Speaking of.
Okay, so say your dog just died.
You don't ever fucking joke about that. Man. Look, man, I like the dog more than I like anybody on the planet. I like the dog more than I hate pickles. Like that's a. Oof.
So Bryce has to die, or you have to eat a pickle. Just one slice of a pickle.
Well, I would eat the pickle. 100% to save the dog.
Okay, I'm going to purchase a gun.
What is that? Your phone? Is that my phone?
It was.
What is it? That's strange.
I don't know. I can assume it was an ad on Twitter on my phone, but I don't know. It did sound like that.
That's all I was hearing, man.
But I have no idea.
Sending me
at least it was on this segment.
Table, man.
At least it was this segment.
No, I think it should have been on our most serious segment. I think we should find a way to put that in on Kelly Green Hour. Just blast it from outside the room.
So did you have anything else to contribute?
I don't
any other topics?
I don't know. We've rambled about everything. I don't know.
Literally, we've gone so far off. Yeah. So the end of the story of this whole ramble is that if I'm right, take it seriously. Oh
yeah, for sure. I mean, I now trust you with everything that goes on in my existence. I if you did not approve of the Mrs. Shane, kick her ass to the curb.
I feel like that's going a bit far.
So you don't know the depths that I would go to. Here's the thing. I've had to live you being right and me being wrong, and I was wrong for 2-3 years, however long I was with that hunt. And
but the thing is that like that whole thing started, and then we went our separate ways. Basically, I was living my life, beginning my, I guess, career now.
Sure.
And you were continuing on your existence.
Yeah.
We would talk occasionally. I would call you a fat tool and tell you not to hurt your knee.
You got fat and you're a tool and you hurt your knee. And
yeah. And then
sick that joke turned. Then
Flyers games came and you convinced me to work at the theater again. You didn't really convince me. I just convinced myself. I just needed more money.
And a reason to not drink. And here we are with a segment dedicated specifically to make you drink.
It's funny how life turns out.
So strange.
Yeah. But, but yeah, but the good thing is, out of me going back to work, we got this podcast.
That's true. We did. We started out with a blog that we didn't write. And then we did.
You don't know how many times I'd start typing things out.
Me too, even still.
And then I fucking delete it. And I'm like, I don't know how to go about this. I don't know what I'm doing. I used to be a good writer. I can't do it anymore. I'm going to go home and drink whiskey.
Well, and now we have a segment out of it.
Yeah.
So, sometimes
Thank you, fans, for appreciating me.
I know. It's so funny. Every time we put together the focus groups and stuff, they're like, whoever the Steve guy is, put him on more shows, because you used to be on like one Flyer show every 2 months. Now you have your own segment, and you're on a Flyer segment regularly. About to have NFL season. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was supposed to ask you.
You want to do a Chiefs segment?
Yeah. That's
what I definitely do.
I'm in. Yeah, 100%.
Even if you don't care about the Chiefs, and you have a disdain for Andy Reid, or you just love Andy Reid, just listen to the Chiefs segment that will start. It'll be me just ranting, because I will have drunk memories, because I'll be drinking during every game, because that's just what I do. And I usually take off the day after for a night game.
Smart.
Yes, so I could be hungover, unless Shane finally has a job with normal hours.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. But before we sign off, before Steve kicks us out...
I don't live here. You live here. Are you kicking me out?
No.
All right, Shane's kicking me out.
You can
so this is the end of the segment. Shane has some last words.
So our last words and last rights are... no, word from our sponsor here, one of our new sponsors. We've advertised he and his business now on each of our last segments for the last week. It is Just Food in Buckingham Green Shopping Center, just above Peddler's Village in Bucks County, PA. It is Just Food. Treat yourself, treat yourself, take it home. That's what this thing is. Couldn't read it from this side. Phone number is 215-794-FOOD. Ask for Rob, tell him Shane or Steve from ANYP sent you. They do catered events, things like weddings, barbecues, graduation parties, surprise parties, which is what he did for us. He catered Stephanie's mom's surprise 60th. Everything went. I have actually never been to an event where all of the food went, and it did because it was that good. He also catered a summer barbecue-ish type of thing for us, and which was actually the reason why we went with him for the 60th surprise party, because people enjoyed it so much. So outside of their catering service, you can again always check in on their actual store location, and you can pick up food from him at any time. He recently made me a pulled pork sandwich on it was smoked pork, which was unfreaking believable, with a homemade barbecue sauce, brioche roll, and some fresh sharp cheddar cheese, and it was just to die for. So again, ask for Asian Rob over at Just Food, 215-794-FOOD. Treat yourself. Take it home. To you, Steve.
Sorry, I was reading about Mitch Marner things.
What happened?
If Bob McKenzie was saying that if Miko Rantanen signed for $9 million, Mitch Marner would say, "I don't care. Austin Matthews is my comparable, nice. So you have to pay me." So that's nice to know about, what potential signings and offer sheets will be, because I'm hugely into hockey, and eventually one of these Whiskey Rambles will probably be all about hockey.
Yeah, I think our first one was all armchair stuff.
Yeah, it was. And I was the most sober during it.
Right, pre-surgery.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the 10 a.m. one, me drinking one beer.
That's right.
All right, so thank you for listening to Whiskey Ramble. We'll see you next time, where I will probably go back into the armchair GMing.
I feel like we should bring the computer up with us next time.
The computer will be with us.
And it will actively be you on the armchair GM.
Yeah.
And we'll figure this shit out.
And I'll be talking to Shane. We'll basically, be dual GMs here.
There you go. The way it was always meant to be.
Right.
I'm the face. You're the assistant who pulls on the trigger and all the moves. If shit doesn't go well, I get fired. You get promoted.
And then I make the team better, and we still fail because that's Philadelphia.
Away.
Yep. All right. So thank you for listening to Whiskey Ramble again. I'm Steve. You can find me on Twitter at Schmitty324. I've been becoming more active now. Tweeting. I used to have this hashtag the shots for, which I would do randomly. I was like right out of high school and I would just do it for random fucking shit. But last Saturday night, I found it really appropriate to say this shot's for Andrew McDonald no longer being a Philadelphia Flyer. And so I brought it back, and I probably will keep using it again.
Solid.
So once you see that, I am probably drunk or about to be. Shane, where's your Twitter?
Find me on Twitter. It's at Shane_Mead.
All right. So we'll catch you next time. Please rate and review on iTunes. Always next to your podcast. Is that right?
Yep.
Sometimes I get this shit wrong.
That's true. Yeah, or ANY podcast.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah. Follow us on ANY podcast on Twitter and Instagram. We do have a YouTube channel. What is that?
It's just search the Always Next Year podcast. It will come up. We actually don't utilize it for anything other than if you do not have a podcast platform and you still wish to listen to our segments.
Yeah.
You can find them there. Or when Steve attempts to throw a pickle at me and I punch him in the face.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Jackass.
Like he said, I've been punched in the face. This is what's going to bring about it. All right. So thank you. Have a wonderful night.
A fighting man I used to be, revered and feared through Killarney. Now I'm back to hitching with the wind. But if Mickey Flynn should ever find me, I'll throw me caution all behind me and square off on that son of a bitch again. He cracked open a river too, he beat me Sunday through and through, and so jiggle my unconscious frame. I won me healthy sheriff fights, well lucky son, still happy life since Mickey Flynn beat me dumb and lame.